fully functioning job site table saw in a package this small. How good can it really be? When I found out that Festool was rolling out a job site table saw for North America, I was super excited. But then when I saw and found out that it fits into a standard sustainer format and size, that's when I was really blown away. Let me talk about this dolly, which I have found to be very valuable on the job site, even without the saw. The legs easily extend out and lock into place. It's a super sturdy work surface. You can even collapse this part, and then you can use this work table with standard clamps. You have your dog holes. You can use it for the track saw, use it for assembly. It's a great work surface. I've really actually enjoyed it a lot. Then we go over to the saw, and we're ready to set that up. We just basically put this up on the top. This T-lock handle lets me know where the front of the saw is. There's markers that let you lock that in on top where the little angles are. And then you just undo the top, lift off the lid, and you've exposed the saw. Pressing this green button allows the outfeed extension to extend. You can also raise this, and this allows, if you're using it with a cross-cutting function, you can use this as your outfeed for more support. And you also can turn the saw this way and use this as an outfeed for when you're ripping longer materials. All of the accessories for the saw are actually on the back side of the lid that encloses the saw. You can even store your blades, your crosscut guide, dust bag. Everything's in a very convenient little storage compartment. This saw runs off from two 18-volt batteries, and I've been very impressed with the battery life on the saw. It also has the Bluetooth capability, so you can use it with dust collector, and it will kick on every time the saw is used. One of the first things I checked when I saw this saw is how easy is it to adjust the rip fence, and I found it to be very easy to slide back and forth, and when you lock it with this one lever, it is super sturdy and does not move, and that's super critical for a table saw. I also really like the push stick that's stored right on the fence. Sometimes you start a cut, you don't think about it till you're at that point. You can grab this and you can use it at the time when it's most important. This saw has a ripping capacity of 11 inches and the blade is just under 2 inches of cutting height. Let's turn the saw on and I'll show you some of the features as a digital readout. And it's a very simple way to use the saw. You have your blade height on this button and you have your angle on this one. And then you have presets that you can set for commonly used heights and angles. So if I press this button right here, if you watch the blade, the servo motor effortlessly raises the blade to exactly the right height. It's accurate down to 1/256th of an inch. If you've ever done an angle cut on a table saw, you found you have to raise your blade after you angle it. This saw automatically calculates for if you have your blade set at 1 inch and you angle it at 45 degrees, it will raise up the necessary amount to still cut 1 inch of depth. Another outstanding feature of this saw is the ability to use the slider, which is normally reserved for high-end stationary shop machines. This slider is super accurate. There's no slop in it whatsoever. Have this angle guide that you can bring on, lock it into place. You can set any angle you want. You can do compound angles. I have already had several instances where I have used this on the job site and I didn't even get out my miter saw because I just needed to make a few cuts. You also get to use this outfeed support when you're using longer material and you have the saw face this way. It'll actually support longer material. This is a game changer on a portable table saw. Let's talk about dust collection. Included in the lid is a bag, which I've found to work great on the job site when I just need to make a few cuts. But on the back, there is a dust port that you can attach to the dust bag, but you also can connect a Festool dust collector as well into the back. I found the dust collection to be extremely good on this machine. Okay, let's talk about battery life. What I have found from my real world use of the saw is that in addition with the duo charger, which I have 2 extra batteries, and this charger charges the batteries, I'd say in about 25 minutes, I've found that I can easily use the saw till lunchtime and just always keep batteries on charge. It'd be really hard to run the battery life out of this saw in the time that you can charge 2 extra batteries. So battery life has not been a concern for me at all. The life is more than I've ever expected. I've had plenty of portable saws in the past, and I've not found one that I trust with accuracy that also stores in a compact place like this one does. This one has the accuracy. It stores in a small sustainer format. It has the sliding functionality. It is a great saw that I keep on my van now all the time instead of trying to pack it only when I need it. This saw is available now at your local Festool dealer. Feel free to check out my description below for additional information or go to festoolusa.com. Thanks for watching.